What's up, everybody? This is Randolph with You Dream Right, and as you know, it's not just about the wristband for me, but it's about connecting with people who are going after their dreams, making it happen. And I got a special guest with me today, Mr. Jason Jones, the NFL great.
Yes, yes. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and I mean that because you know what? 1% of people have that opportunity to do what you have done. So regardless of whatever accolades, the NFL has, you're still an NFL great.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. You got to work hard. It's hard work. You got to do a lot for that game. So,
Yeah.
Anybody that lasts a long time in there, you got to give the props to them.
Well, that's what's up. Jason, he has had the opportunity to play with the Tennessee Titans, the Seattle Seahawks, the Detroit Lions, the Miami Dolphins, and the New Orleans Saints. With that being said, Jason, tell us a little bit about you and your opportunity that you have had as far as chasing that NFL dream, living that NFL dream, not chasing it but living it.
And it's crazy, to start off with, I love basketball. Basketball is my first love. But growing up, we always had, when me and my friends, we had dreams of, making it big, being an NBA player, being well, for me, it was an NBA player. I never really thought about football, but all my other friends, they played football as well. But, growing up, I was always good at sports. Sports came to me, very easily. And just in pursuing that dream, just getting to high school, playing basketball only my first 2 years, didn't play football until my junior year. And then once my junior year came, I kind of found a niche, and I eventually got a scholarship, a full scholarship to Eastern Michigan University. And that's where I kind of fast forward to that process, but I just worked I worked hard, just with the football. Once I started playing football, I worked hard at it, and just getting to college. It was my junior year, coming in my junior year where I started reading the newspaper. Scouts were coming to practice, agents were hitting me up, and I kind of knew that's when I knew that I had a chance to play in the NFL and to fulfill my dreams. And the senior year I had a great junior year campaign. My senior year was decent, and I eventually got invited to like the senior combine and the Senior Bowl, and all the top players playing, man. Just kind of stood back and kind of realized that this was happening. I was a few steps away from getting into the NFL, and it was April of 2008. Where the draft came, and eventually my parents and I were, friends and family were sitting in the house. It took about 5 hours for my name to get called, and it finally got called in the second round, and that was probably one of the best feelings, in my life.
That's what's up,
to pursue
man.
that.
That's what's up. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's funny how that works. I think everybody has those hoop dreams.
Yeah, always.
And I've seen other similar stories where people, they have they're out playing basketball. I think everybody like Slick has that hoop dream, but for this particular opportunity to come around, that's awesome. Let me ask you this. So I see a lot of interviews just with professional athletes and just other lucrative careers where the first thing that people think about is just money when you think about a particular career. Let me ask you this. What were your thoughts when you realized that I'm about to get paid?
That money, I like how you said that. And to be honest with you, it was very exciting. I got drafted. I didn't even get the money right away.
Right.
So it took 2 months for me to get my contract settled and squared away. But, just thinking, it was an unlimited amount of things. The first thing I knew I was going to get was a car. I was going to get something that I like. I was going to put some rims on it.
Right.
I was going to sign it. Second thing was a place to live.
Right.
And I got those two things within the first couple months of me signing. And just to have that, it was just a sense of security, man. That money was just, it was a blessing. So I was able to, bless the people around me, and especially my mom and dad, who, I was able to pay off their house, and they sacrificed a lot. And that's something. I have kids now. And that's something that I'm gonna definitely do. So hopefully, when they get older, they could, pay it forward, pay it back to us. But it was an exciting time. I was 22 with some change in my pocket and feel good. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Like I say, that question, it kind of goes sideways, but that's one of the things that people just always just put on you, and you see it, and you don't necessarily get a chance to talk about it. We always know about it, but you don't necessarily just to get to hear just that side of it, and just what you were able to do with it. I think that's great. I think that's just something good for people to hear.
Yeah, definitely.
But let me ask you this: as far as other people who are out there pursuing professional athlete careers, what advice do you have to them, and what advice, or not even advice, but just what do you just want to clear up for everybody as far as just misconceptions as far as going after that journey?
Well, I think you kind of hit on one point, and it's that, you said 1%. So the biggest misconception, man, it's, coming, especially when I was in high school, everybody on my team wanted to go to the league. Everybody. And everybody on my team in high school weren't good in the classroom.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like always, chase this is your dream. You put all you can into it, but also have a backup plan. Either it's a degree from school, if you're going to trade school, or you're doing something else. But always have that backup plan, because injuries happen. It's a lot of it's a lot of players. It's 252 cats get drafted every year, and it's 117 colleges, eligible colleges in the world that have sports teams. So it's tough, man. Continue to work, but always have a backup plan. And I think that's kind of something that's the misconception, that everybody can make it. You always think you can make it, and it's not the case all the time.
Definitely, and that's very important to hear, because, like I said, we all have that dream, that hoop dream of, achieving that professional athlete career. I know I did. I want to be an NBA basketball player. I want to be the next LeBron James, but that's just not realistic. It's 1% of people who achieve that. So, I think about my 3 dreams as far as being a professional basketball player, as far as working for Nike, as far as starting UDREAMWRIGHT. And, I'm working on that right now. So just being able to have those backup plans, that's great advice. I like to keep these things short and sweet. Jason, is there anything else that you just want to say as far as me wrapping this thing up?
Nothing too much, I appreciate this. This is my first interview in a while, so I ain't really playing. I'm not playing no more, so this is my first interview in a while. I think I still got my skills down packed on that, but I don't do too much on Instagram, but my Instagram is J9J1. You can follow me, and that's about it,
All right. Well, that's what's up. Well, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing this. Not only thank you for doing this, but everything that you do outside of this, as far as literally being that big brother. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And, I definitely want to tell you, I'm proud of you and for your accomplishments and everything that you have had a chance to do.
Thank you.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate
that.
Man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. But, enough with all that savvy shit.
Right, turn up.
Y'all know the motto, UDREAMWRIGHT.com. Check out the site, get your wristband, and show the world how you dream right. The only wrong way to dream is not to. And look, Jason, this is for you, man. We're going to wrap this thing up.
Appreciate that.
Thing out.
That's the You Dream right there.
Hey.
It's the movement. Thank you.
Yes, sir. But we out.